Blake Winters, professional EOS implementer, talking about the Success.co platform. It's a software used for organizations that are running on EOS to manage the paperwork. One of the main pieces of paper that's a foundational tool in EOS, really two sheets of paper or a front and back, is the VTO, that Vision Traction Organizer, which is important for everyone in the organization to understand where we're going and then how we ultimately plan to get there. So it's important that everyone in the organization has access to this roadmap for the organization. Here in the software, you can build your VTO right into the software. We've got things like our core values, where you can list out your core values with some of the supporting information, really rounding out that core value speech. We've got the core focus, which is the sweet spot of your organization, your niche, your purpose, cause, or passion lined up with your niche. You've got your 10-year target, which is that big long-range goal that we're all working to achieve, as well as your marketing strategy. And what really caught my attention for this software is the ability to add a secondary marketing strategy, because several of the teams that I work with have more than one marketing strategy. They're selling multiple products. They're working with different customer bases. So you have the ability to easily add secondary marketing strategies. You can manage the sections quickly. You can add a secondary marketing strategy or even a third marketing strategy if your client has more than two. So able to integrate that seamlessly into the software, leading into the last question on the vision page of the VTO, which is your 3-year picture. Where do we want to be 3 years from now? We pick that future date. We project our revenue, our profit, and our measurables. And our measurables for this will translate over to our scorecard, and then our descriptors of what this needs to look like. What are those things that need to be true, need to have in place in order for us to feel as though we're on track to achieving that 10-year target. From there, we flip from the vision page to the traction page, which is really what we need to get done in the next year, starting with our 1-year plan, revenue, profit, and measurables, and then our goals for the year, focusing on just a few goals, because as we always say, less is more. Down into our rocks, which is our 90-day plan. Again, our same predictions. And then we've got our company rocks. Over in the rock section on this software, you can see individual rocks, but on the VTO, we know we just show those company rocks. And then we've got our long-term issues. What are those things that we aren't going to solve in this 90 days that we don't want to lose sight of? Those live on our long-term issues list right here on the VTO, which is essentially your parking lot. So knowing that over time, we're going to change our 3-year picture, we're going to change our 1-year plan, we're going to have new rocks and new issues lists. We may even make changes to our core values or our core focus or our 10-year target or our marketing strategy. We can quickly see our version history. So what did our VTO look like 3 years ago? What did it look like 4 years ago? What did it look like last year? I love that they save all of the different versions so you can reference past VTOs, see how things have changed over time, because a lot of entrepreneurial organizations are quite dynamic and do need to change quickly. Last thing I want to talk about with this VTO is you can toggle between the teams. We know the vision page stays the same, largely between different departments. But if we do customize the departmental VTO, which is that traction page, we can see the specific 1-year plan, quarterly rocks, and issues list for any specific department that has those built out. So that's the VTO in the Success.co platform.